Hey, 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 Big Dave the Middle-Aged Gamer here with another episode of Oblivion Remastered. And we're going to go into Ruthless Sandus' house. We're going to do one of my favorite quests in the entire game. And here we are, and we're going to talk to Tavella.
I apologize that I can't give you the respect a guest in my home would normally receive, but I am at my wit's end. I am sorry to be so forward, but
She
I
looks like it, too.
need your help. It seems that my husband, Rice, has gone missing, and I just don't know what to do. Yes, my husband is the
We'll talk about Ruthless Sandus.
Have you heard of him? You haven't? That's strange.
No, please tell me about
Ryth
it.
is known far and wide as one of the best painters in all Cyrodiil. His specialty is setting the great forest to canvas. The paintings look so amazingly real that some say they can see the trees sway in the breeze. That's a silly notion, of course, but it just goes to show the attention to detail Ryth uses when he paints.
So wait, what are you saying is that in his paintings you can see the forest for the trees?
Ryth likes to work in his studio with the door locked so no one can disturb him. He usually comes out to eat dinner and sleep, but 2 days ago he didn't come out at all. At first I wasn't worried. He does that occasionally. But when he didn't come out for a full day, I unlocked the studio with the key he said to use only in emergencies. It turned out he wasn't inside. I'm sure he never left that room, so I have no idea where he's gone. Please, help me find Ryth. I love him dearly, and I am so worried.
Clearly she doesn't know his secret.
Oh,
don't worry.
Thank you
I'll find
so
Ryth.
very much. Here's the key to Ryth's studio. You may come and go as you please. If you need me, I'll be around the house. Do hurry. I miss my love so much. Do be careful.
Okay, Tavella, we'll get this done. Alright, so looking around, and we've done this before. The real trick is going into this painted world, and you see the trolls there. How odd that no other painting has any fauna whatsoever. But this one does, and a rather dangerous fauna at that. After touching the painting Ryth had been working on, I suddenly found myself standing in a strange forest. It looks familiar, like the Great Forest in the heart of Cyrodiil, but something is different about it.
Where did you come from? You look real enough. You must be from the outside. Oh, thank goodness someone finally came. While I'm overjoyed to see a friendly face, I'm afraid I have some bad news for you. You're stuck here like I am. Sorry to break it to you like that, but if it wasn't for that annoying thief, we wouldn't be in this predicament.
Now, first thing I'm going to comment on, I didn't really before on the last run, well, partially because, holy crap, look at the colors popping on this. Look at his hair. Look how vibrant it is. And the eyes.
I was in
Perfect dark elven captured on
a
paint.
bosman wearing dark clothing accosted me. Before I could call for help, he knocked me unconscious. When I came to, I found that the door to my studio was still locked, and that the thief had snatched my paintbrush. That's when I saw it. There was something on the canvas of my painting that I hadn't put there. It looked somewhat like a troll, but it was badly done. Then it hit me. The Bosmer must have leapt into the painting, then painted guardians inside to protect himself using the brush of true paint.
Now, recurring theme in this game is that the Bosmer NPCs in this game are really annoying.
Revealed one day. I can tell you all about the brush if you like. Very well.
Please
The
do.
brush showed up several years ago in the possession of an artist who was serving in the Arnesian War of 396. It seems an errant fireball had exploded next to him, and he lost the use of both arms. He was a stubborn man who didn't want to give up his talent. Being a devout follower of Dibella, he prayed to her for something that would allow him to express himself once more. She heard his plea and gifted him with the brush. It said the bristles of the brush are woven from Dibella's own hair. That injured man was my father. He passed the brush on to me, and I intend to pass it along to my kin one day. Did you want to know how it works?
You know, for such a secret, he's really forthcoming with the
Brush allows
information.
the artist to paint
Yes.
within a
How does it
canvas.
work?
It opens a portal into which the artist may enter to paint things life-sized. All the painter has to do is have the brush in his possession, and whatever he imagines appears in the canvas. Of course, I like to wave it around anyway. It makes me feel more like a legitimate painter. I guess it all doesn't matter now. Unless you can defeat
Still
those
funny.
painted trolls, we have no chance of getting the brush back. The trolls that the thief painted seem to have turned on their creator and killed him. He didn't know the brush had its risks. The creatures are now loose all over the forest and in the clearing where I was still working. The brush is on the body of the Bosma thief there. I will not be able to help you. I am not a warrior. But take these bottles of turpentine. They might help. Do be careful. I'll have to remember to remove the trolls from my painting before I complete this piece. Be cautious, friend.
Now let's take a look at these bottles of turpentine. Damage painted trolls plus 50 on self. Okay. For the purposes of this, we're going to change things up a little bit here. Alright, so we've got 4 pieces of equipment here, which we're gonna queue up here. How do I want to do this? Actually, we're just gonna do it like this. The gauntlets are only 20 seconds. The greaves are 45. And the helmet is also 20. Okay, so the greaves last a little bit longer, and... Okay, that's... What's my armor at right now? 13. Okay, I mean... Alright, we're gonna wear the escutcheon of coral. Okay, so the bound items, most of them really don't last long, so we're going to need to do something about that. I mean, there's not much we can do right now. What the hell did I just do? No, I wanted that soul trap. Okay, so... What's that? Clairvoyance. Put the boots there. Dragon skin, we'll put the gauntlets there. Starlight, we'll put the helmet there. The greaves I'm not as worried about because they don't require as much of a... Okay. Oh, this could work. Oh, this could work. Okay, there's one. You know, all that, I forgot to do one thing. And painted troll fat is pretty useful. Okay, my zombie looks pretty awesome in this painting. And wow, this troll is such a beast it doesn't even topple over. That's crazy. Alright. Let's queue up the greaves. Okay. I'm gonna save again. Just want to keep my eyes out for trolls. Honestly, the turpentine is doing some seriously heavy lifting here. What am I at right now? 9. 21. Okay, so the shield spell does... You know what we're going to do? Since everything else just does not last very long. Okay, where's the dragon skin? I don't remember what 6 was. Shows you how important it was. But we will put the greaves at 6. I mean, whatever it takes to keep me from getting hurt, right? But yeah, this stuff is quite useful. Alright, let's get this full first. Save just as it starts. We managed to kill one without the turpentine, but I ain't messing around, mostly because there's nothing else you're going to be able to do with the turpentine. Last one. The turpentine is seriously OP. I've located the thief's corpse. I should now search it for the brush of true paint. There it is. I retrieved the brush of true paint. I should go back and return it to Rice so together we can leave this strange landscape. And... yeah. I need every septum I can get my hands, greedy little hands on. Just like I'm a Bosmer or something, but I'm not. Alright, we'll save again. And we'll boing our way to another stat level.
Now I can paint the portal home.
There it is.
After it's complete, you must go first, or else you'd be stuck in here forever. Follow me.
Wraith used the brush of true paint to paint a door back to his studio. I should now step through and return back to Tamriel. We've arrived back at Wraith's home. The painting is now sealed and Wraith is safe. I should speak to him when I have a moment. And I'll use that moment to take a sip of tea, so I still have a voice.
Wraith! Oh, my love, you are home safe. I was so afraid.
If it wasn't for my friend here, you'd be right.
Come, you must need food and rest.
I will rest, but I must take care of our guest first. I don't know how to thank you. You have a good heart to help me get back home. I'll never forget what you've done for me. Here, please take this apron as a token of our friendship. It's not much, but perhaps it will help you in the future. All I ask in return is to keep the brush's existence secret. If word gets around that I have it, I'm afraid more than a lone cut purse will visit me. Safe journey, Sergio.
No problem. You too, Wraith. Be safe. Alright, so we now have the Apron of Adroitness, which sells pretty well. But the extra agility, I'm not, is not a terrible instance here. Or, that's not the word I'm looking for. Coincidence? No. Aside. Sure, let's go with that. But it's the intelligence that I'm kind of drawn to. More Magicka is always a good thing. Now, if we look at ourselves and, by George, we've got clothes and we're over encumbered. Must be that painted troll fat, I swear. Okay, time check is the middle of the night. Of course it is. Alright, well, that was fun. And I don't mean that as, is it really? Sort of thing. Alright, well, we need to kind of burn through some stuff here. So, I guess it's time to grind some more. Fortify, so is it Fortify Health, Fortify Magicka, Restore... Damn, that's useful. Okay, nothing on the Fortify Magicka, which sucks. But, if we can make a potion out of these. We can make 2 potions out of these. Those would be some nice potions. Alchemy's up to a whopping 60 now, which is lovely. Well, let's take a look at these potions. Those are not the ones I made, but I don't exactly need more Restore Health. There's these 2 Fortify Healths. 28 points for 106 seconds. That's not bad. Especially with the crap equipment I've been using. Oh. And that gets us back underweight again, so that's a total win. Okay, well, we need to sell some stuff, and how are we doing on cash? We've got practically none. Alright.
I'm waiting. I can't
Hello,
believe
Borba.
the ridiculous
Just as
new
cheerful
fines
as
the
ever.
guards are imposing. Ever since Ulrich took over as captain of the guard, this place is going downhill. Ever since
We're gonna
Ulrich
need to do
Lakeland
something
took
about
over the
that.
captain of the guard post, this city's gone downhill. It's getting almost scary to walk the streets. The guards have imposed new ridiculously heavy fines for every infraction under the sun. They almost seem to make up laws just for charging fines. If you can't pay the fine, they can take your property away or toss you in the castle dungeons. Nothing we can do about it, really. If you're interested, Go talk to Levana Nadarin. Yeah, she seems the most outspoken against Ulrich and his new finds. Can I interest you in
All right, we got ourselves a new quest. Good. Funny, I was going to ask you the same thing.
That's a fair deal.
Do we really need 3 novice calcinators? No. Okay, where's the turpentine? I can get a gold out of it. That's fine. Anything else we can sell? You know, I never did try to trap those troll souls. Whoops. Oh well.
Another satisfied.
What's that put us up to? 137?
Leave me alone.
Yeah, Grumpus. Okay, but we've got a new quest. We can, at the very least, get started. And I would like to, because, damn it, we need the money. And for absolutely no other reason than we have 3 spells I want to buy in the Mage's Guild, and they would be Fire Shield, Lightning Shield, and Frost Shield.
Yes?
Hello.
Funny how that works out.
Hello. You seem far too nice to be one of
There she is.
Ulrich's men. What can I do for you? Oh, please, don't even
Funny you
get
should
me
mention that.
started. That madman won't be satisfied until everyone in town is dead broke. Or in jail. What in Oblivion is Ulrich doing with all that money anyway? I'm sure he's lining his pockets with the gold of the citizens of Cheydinhall. Take my good friend Aldous Othrin, for example. In the last month, he's been fined 6 times. 6! All for being drunk and disorderly. Have you ever gone past a guard barracks? When are they not drunk and disorderly? What kind of a stupid fine is that? Well, Aldous couldn't pay the last 2 fines, so they seized his home and threw him into the street until he could pay it. Bastards. The Count. He could care
What about
less
the
about
Count?
our plight. As long as the roast suckling pig is delivered to his feast table, he's as happy as can be. Well, there's one man who seems
Is
to
there
care.
anyone who cares?
Garrus Durelian, the second in command of the guard. I hear he isn't happy with Ulrich. I don't know what you can do for us in this situation. I mean, Ulrich is the captain, after all. Perhaps you could speak to Garrus. You can find him roaming the county hall of the castle most of the time. Poor fellow. You may be able to find him roaming the streets of Cheydinhall. Probably drunk. Only a month ago, he lost his wife. They were traveling the road from the Imperial City when a bandit raiding party struck. He barely escaped alive. Ever since then, he's been drunk. Sure, he gets rowdy sometimes, but he's never hurt anyone. I don't know where the Count found him, but I sure wish he'd send him back. He's a menace to this town. Garrus may be our only hope.
Okay, so off to the castle we go.
Lonely asking for a seat. Hello.
Bong. I want to see something real quick. Completely random thought. You know, I'm good with these. Okay, that is a full charge. Common Soul is 800. It feels kind of weird. And all right, let's go inside. Let's not worry about my build right this second. Until I get more beneficial and useful spells, it's going to be kind of weird. Like those stairs for a second.
What do you want?
Here's the man of the hour.
I can't say I'm prepared to speak to you about that. No telling who will end up finding out. Yes?
In other words, it's time to butter him up. Okay, so
Whatever
this
you
is
want.
bad, this is meh.
Don't try to manipulate. What? I wish I could say that. No more. You're
And I basically had it right. All right.
remarkable. That's just not now, not later, not ever. Yes, yes, whatever you say. Really? That's not now, not later, not ever. That's just stupid. Really? Don't talk. Yes, yes, whatever you say. What a great story. What a dumb joke. No more. Don't talk such rot. It appears you've spoken to
That'll do.
Levana. I know she sounds a bit like a raving madwoman, but she isn't far from the truth. Ulrich is definitely up to something. Every day we take in exorbitant fines from the people. Where most of that money goes, I have a good idea. Ulrich keeps his quarters locked, but I've glimpsed inside. The things he has in there could never be purchased on a captain's salary. At first, I thought maybe he was from wealthy stock, but many of the goods have been delivered recently. I'd love to bring him to task in front of Count Indaris, but I dare not without a solid witness that will speak against him. Honestly, she's never done anything to be fined
about
or
Levana?
get in trouble. Yet. The person I'd love to bring in as a witness is Aldous Othran. That is, if we could sober him up for 5 minutes. I haven't approached him myself, as Ulrich has eyes everywhere. However, he doesn't know you well enough yet to suspect anything. If you want to help, you need to get Aldous to agree to become a witness. Nothing else can be done. Aldous is living on the street now that his house has been seized. I begged Ulrich to give him more time, but he wouldn't. He won't be hard to find. Just follow the smell of stale mead. Beware of Ulrich. I wouldn't confront him at this time, as he'll surely have you thrown in jail. If you raise a hand against him and strike him down, you'll be accused of murder. Even if Ulrich doesn't do things by the letter of the law, I do. You must locate Aldous. He's a danger to himself and others in his condition.
Alright, so now we know what we need to do next. And boy, are we awfully close to a level. Alright, so we'll have to go around this building here.
I'm glad to see you've returned.
Hello, Levana. And our old boy is living out here, asleep during the day.
Who are you?
That stupid swit. Throw me out of my home, will he? I'll show him a thing or two about messing with an Othran. All I did was fall down, sure. Maybe even vomited on the floor of the tavern. Charged me 6 times, Ulrich. Charge me, you fetcher. But I'm not standing for this anymore. You come with me and I'll show you what the Othrans can do on their backside of the wall.
Uh-oh. That doesn't sound like a good idea. Aldos.
This is my house. Get out of the way. Move, I say.
Sir, this property has been seized by his lordship, the Count of Cheydinhall. Leave immediately.
I said move. Or by my ancestors, I'll put you on the ground with a split
How can
lip.
I help you? Sir, I must warn you that threatening a city guardsman is an offense punishable by a fine of no less than 50 gold. Pay, or be jailed.
You swit. How dare you? Ulrich be damned. He can take his fine and stuff it up his backside.
You've been warned. You're now under arrest. Please, come with me.
I'll go nowhere with you, Thatcher. Nowhere.
What would have happened if our Aldos won? I don't think you can find out because they kind of freeze you in place, so you can't really do anything. Aldos Othron has been slain by a Cheydinhall guard. He had led me to his old house where he exchanged heated words with the guards. During the argument, Aldos pulled a knife and the guard put him down. I should tell Levana the sad news. Well, we'll take the 8 gold, and as I said, we need cash.
Greetings.
You can keep the mug. That does us nothing. Alright, so...
What exactly do you require of me?
What's new with you?
I saw some mud crabs by the water recently.
let's get to Levana. There she is. And we'll tell her the lovely news next episode. Alright everybody, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to get the latest and greatest videos as they come in, and to help
Is
this
something
channel
amiss?
grow. This has been Big
You
Dave,
have
the
an
Middle-Aged
ashen
Gamer.
look on your
This
face that tells me so.
is Oblivion Remastered. I'll see you all next time.